Now this is one of my highly requested videos, as you guys can see by the title. I have kept the story for quite a while, so I think it might be time to tell it. Now hopefully you guys don't mind Mafia 3 gameplay. Black Ops 2 is kind of getting stale, so I've been playing this game for a couple days, but I don't think it really matters. All you gotta do is listen to the story, you don't have to watch the game. Alright, so this happened when I was in 8th grade, I believe. Well, you know, in 8th grade you are very experimental, or at least I was. I don't know about anyone else, but I was very experimental in 8th grade. And no, actually, what you guys are thinking, I didn't get caught jacking off or whatever the fuck it is. No, I didn't get caught doing that. I got caught doing something similar. Alright, so you know, 8th grade year, every Friday I would always have my girlfriend over. You know, it was just one of our things that we did. You know, my girlfriend would come over, my friend would come over, and it would just be us three just hanging out. So you know, every Friday they would always come over and we would end up playing, you know, we would either end up playing this game. So you know, this is the only Call of Duty that was out at the time, and so we'd either, you know, play this game, or we would just sit and watch movies and just chill, you know, watch TV. You know, anything that comes to mind, go to the park, play football. We were actually really into football. We used to play football all the time. And then so, you know, one time, they both came over. It was a Friday, you know. So yeah, you know, it was a regular Friday. Her and my friend came over, and we were just hanging out, and, you know, I don't remember the, you know, the story that vividly. I just remember the part where it all went down. Either I went to the bathroom, went to get something to drink or something like that. I just know I left the room. So, you know, I left the room, and so it was just her and my friend. And my friend was playing this game at the time. She was just chilling on my bed, probably on her phone or something. I really don't know. I wasn't there. I couldn't really, you know, classify. But anyways, you know, I come back from getting my drink or going to the bathroom or whatever, and, you know, I was kind of feeling it. And so, you know, since my friend was in my room playing Mafia 3, I was like, alright, whatever, you know. You could probably just think, you know, we're getting something to drink or something. So, you know, I told her to come here. I was like, hey, come with me. And then, so we both left my room. And then, you know, so we both left. So she followed me, and she didn't know where we were going. And, you know, at this time, it was just me, my friend, her, and then my sister. And my sister was downstairs. You know, my parents left. I don't know where they went. My parents left, so it was just us four. My sister was downstairs, and it was me and my friend and her upstairs just chilling in our room. I ended up leading her into another room. I'm pretty sure we had like 4 bedrooms or something like that, so we were pretty good. So yeah, you know, I don't really want to go too in depth. I don't really want to. I don't really want to, you know. Stuff started happening really quick. Before I knew it, she was giving me a blowjob. And the one mistake that we did make is we left the fucking door open. How retarded are we to leave the door open? So, you know, while everything was happening, you know, I wasn't really focusing on anything like I said before. And then I started to hear a noise. It was coming from, like, the side of me over here. And I was like, what the heck is that? And the door was, you know, the door was, like, over here how it is now. So, you know, I started hearing a noise from there. Just, like, a little bit, like, I could barely even hear it. And then, I started hearing laughing and giggling. And I was like, what the hell is that? And I was kind of looking, and I couldn't see anything, so I was just like, you know, whatever. So, you know, everything we just kept going. I just thought I was hearing shit or something like that. And then I hear 2 people giggling and laughing. I'm like, what the fuck is that? I look through the little slot of the hole, 'cause, you know, like, if you leave the door cracked open, or not cracked open, if you leave it open, the part that, like, say this is the door, the part that, like, closes like that, right here is, there's, like, an opening, and I guess I saw, like, eyes in there, and I was like, what the fuck? So, like, I pushed her off me, pulled up my pants, and I was like, what the hell? And after I did that, my friend and my sister both come into the room, and they're like, what the fuck? Like, they were just, like, shocked. So, you know, they come in and they're just, like, shocked, like, what the hell? And, you know, it was just kind of embarrassing for me and her. We're kind of sitting there like, oh shit. But yeah, you know, I was just kind of, like, awkward with my sister. You know, I didn't talk to her for a couple days. I couldn't. It was just too weird. So I was kind of thinking, like, what happened, like, after the whole situation. I was thinking what happened, and then, like, you know, like, a couple weeks later, after it all, like, blew off, I kind of asked my friend, I was like, hey, how the hell did you see her? Like, what happened? Like, what did you see happen? And he's like, I don't know, you know, I was just playing Mafia 3, and, your sister came and got me, and she said, hey, come here, look at this, you'll never believe it. So I followed your sister into the crack of the door, and I looked, and I was shocked. Like, he's like, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. So you guys, that's pretty much it. You know, the moral of the story is close your fucking door if you're thinking about doing anything, and make sure, you know, you're either home alone or you fucking close the door. That's it, okay? Because if not, you're gonna end up in a situation like me, and that is just not right. Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like. I really appreciate it. Let me know if you ever had, you know, any of these experiences or anything happen to you like this, or, you know, getting caught doing anything. Just let me know in the comment section below. That's pretty much it, guys. Hopefully you did enjoy. Don't forget to have a great day. It's been your boy Wizard. I'll see y'all later. Peace out.